Hey guys, it's Colleen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm trying a new recipe I found on Pinterest for taquitos. So I am starting to make the filling for them. The filling is made in the crock pot and it's seems really simple, so hopefully I'm going to be able to do it and do it really well. The recipe calls for 2 chicken breasts, and then it calls for a pack of cream cheese, a third cup of water, and then a couple different spices. I think it's garlic, cumin, and chili powder. But what I'm going to do is I have a taco blend seasoning that I make homemade, and I'm just going to use that instead and see if that works out really well. So this goes in the crock pot. I'm going to be cooking it on high for about 4 to 5 hours with the cream cheese and the water and the spices. So I'm going to put those in the crock pot, and then I will come back and show you what it looks like before I turn the crock pot on. Okay, so that's a third cup of water, a block of cream cheese, and a tablespoon and a half of my taco seasoning. I know it said to mix everything together and then pour half in and then pour half on top again, but I like this way better, I think, because it's all going to melt together anyway. So like I said, I'm just going to put this on a high for about 4 to 5 hours, and then from there I will show the filling of the taquito shells themselves and that process. So I will see you guys in a little bit when this is cooked. Alright everyone, it's been about 2 hours that this has been in here, and I just wanted to give you a little update on what it's looking like. The chicken is starting to break apart on its own, which is awesome because I'm going to have to shred it later, and then I don't know if this is going to get thicker or not, but that's going to be really runny inside the taquitos, so I don't know how that's going to work, but hopefully when I shred it, it'll all turn out okay. I don't know. It smells really good though. My husband said it tasted good. He decided to lick the little spoon. So that is the update after about 2 hours. So we'll see how the rest of the time goes. Alright guys, it's now been about 3 hours of it cooking on high, and I just came in and was gonna see if it was ready to shred, and it fell apart so easily. So I did go ahead and shred it up the best I could. I tasted it. I would like a little more spice to it, so I am going to be adding a little bit more of the taco seasoning. I added a tablespoon and a half before, so I think I'm going to add another half tablespoon, see how it goes, and then I think I'm going to turn the crock pot off until I'm ready to bake them in the oven, because it's still a little early for me to eat today, but they're pretty much done cooking at this point, so I think I'm just going to turn it off and let it, cool down a little bit, and then we will start rolling them into the actual taquitos. Alright, so it's time to start rolling these. I am happy with the consistency of this now. It actually did thicken up quite a bit once I shredded the chicken and everything, and you can see it's nice and creamy, and it tastes really good. I tried a little bit of it to make sure it was at the right, spice level that I wanted. So I have a bag of cheese here, a plate, a pan, a baking sheet. I've preheated the oven, I have my corn tortillas, and I have a skillet. So the recipe I was following suggested that you heat up the corn tortilla with a little bit of cheese on it to keep it from cracking. So I'm going to try that and see how it goes, and then you melt a little bit of cheese on there, and then you roll it, and it should keep it from cracking on you. So I'm gonna see how this goes, and then I'm gonna hopefully see if I can prop you somewhere so I can show you the rolling process. I don't know though. Okay, so this looks ready now, so I'm going to see if I can get some of the chicken. Oh, I am not left-handed. In here, sorry. Just put a little bit more cheese on top, and then it does make it really easy to roll. So I'm gonna keep doing that with all the rest of them because I have about 12 to do, and then I'll come see you when I am done. Alright, so there they all are rolled up, and the last thing it says to do is to brush them with olive oil. Since they are corn tortillas, it'll help them crisp up apparently. So I'm going to do that. I have my oven at 350. It recommends 400, but my oven tends to run hot. So I intend to do everything at 350, but I'm going to brush these with olive oil and then get them in the oven just for about 10 minutes or until they are brown and the cheese is melted. So I'm going to keep doing this and then I will come back to you once they are all out of the oven. Okay, so this is the final product now. I made myself a vegetable and I'm going to eat these. They came out okay. They're not as crispy as I'd like them to be, but some of them were starting to burn on the edges, so it is what it is. And yeah, really easy to make. It's a little time consuming with rolling them and everything, but it's not too bad. I'm going to link the recipe I used down below and in the little card because I got it from Pinterest and it's another website, and that's the recipe I use. So I'm going to link that down below. Also, if you want me to link, I will link the taco seasoning I use because I use that for pretty much everything, like burrito bowl, tacos, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I really recommend this recipe. It's very good, very tasty, simple, easy, and very inexpensive. So yeah, this is my budget meal for the day. And so if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and have a good day, guys.